Hi friends, my name is Satish. You are watching my YouTube channel Real Time SAP. Please subscribe my channel for more SAP FICO videos. Today's session I am going to explain about depreciation run in SAP. What is depreciation? Depreciation is a systematic reduction in the reduced cost of a fixed assets. So with the depreciation, we can come to know the exact value of particular asset in a period of time when we can depreciate. Actually, depreciation is a month-end activity, but it is possible to run depreciation bi-monthly and quarterly also in some specific cases. What kind of assets we can depreciate? So we can depreciate buildings, furniture, machinery, etc. What kind of assets we cannot depreciate? So there is some exceptions in the depreciation. So land we cannot depreciate, for example. Important terms in depreciation. Useful life. Useful life is nothing but time period over the company expect that the assets will be productive. So that means useful life, for example, I have an asset, so its useful life is, so I can use that asset for 10 years. So that in that case 10 years is my asset useful life. Salvage value. When eventually company disposes of an asset, it may be able to sell it for some reduction, which is called salvage value. So for example, in some cases I have to dispose my asset, and my asset, I don't want to use it for after some specific time, so I will sell my asset with some reduced value is called salvage value. Depreciation methods. There is mainly two kinds of depreciation methods available in SAP. One is straight line method, second one is diminishing balance method or written down value method. What is the difference between two depreciation methods? Straight line method is nothing but it will depreciate with fixed percentage. Say for example, my asset value is 10,000. So every year my asset depreciation calculates as 10% of my 1 lakh is 10,000. If it is written down value method, so I will calculate depreciation based on net value of my asset in a particular period. Say for example, first year my asset value is 1 lakh and the depreciation value per year is 10,000. Second year I will calculate depreciation on 90,000 and my annual depreciation for second year is 9,000 instead of 10,000 in the straight line method. What is the journal entry appears when we execute depreciation run? Depreciation is the debit and accumulated depreciation is credit. Why we maintain depreciation is debit? Because it's a loss for company. And now I am going to explain about purpose of posting runs. There is 4 posting runs available in SAP. One is planned depreciation, repeated depreciation, restart depreciation, unplanned posting run. Planned depreciation we can run or post to the next period that is specified according to the posting cycle. During a regular posting run of this period, the system does not allow to limit it to a particular asset. Say for example, I am running the depreciation. So how many assets I can depreciate? So SAP provided, we can depreciate 1000 assets at one depreciation run. What is repeat depreciation run? Repeat depreciation run might be necessary. For example, depreciation terms are changed for individual assets in connection with your year-end closing. Say I have changed my depreciation key. So those times it requires depreciation repeat run. During repeat run, system only posts the differences that resulted between first depreciation run and repeating posting run. So once you repeat depreciation run, it will post only difference of your existing depreciation and repeat depreciation run. Here, for example, if I change depreciation key, you may get doubt like what is if I change in the middle of the year, where is the difference will go. SAP provided there is two methods to calculate this kind of depreciation. One is one is smoothing method, second one is catch-up method. If I select smoothing method, every period, so say for example I changed middle of the year my depreciation key, so all the periods whatever the difference is there, it will bifurcate the difference and post to every period. If I selected catch up method, whatever the difference comes for depreciation run because of depreciation key changes, so that difference will post to the when you change the depreciation key, that month the difference will post. So if I tell example, if I change my depreciation key in the month of April, if I select smoothing method, all the months like January, February, March and April, so whatever the difference depreciation amount will get, it will bifurcate and post to the previous months like January, February, March and April. In case if I selected catch up method, the difference amount will directly post to the month of April. So that is the main difference between these two. What is restart depreciation? If the posting run terminates technical reasons or because of user errors are found when we have to start the restart depreciation. Say for example, I am running my depreciation for 1,000 assets. In middle of the process, I got some technical issues. Say for example, system slowness or user mistakes. So those times my depreciation run will get struck up and it cannot proceed. So those times you can select your restart depreciation and you can execute as background. What is unplanned depreciation? If you want to skip one or more periods, specifically an unplanned posting run, you can use. The system then posts for all periods that are skipped as well as for the period entered. So if you select unplanned depreciation, say for example, usually we depreciate for 1 month or 2 months. If you select unplanned depreciation, you can execute for 2 months and 3 months also. It is possible. Now I'm going to post one of the transaction and execute depreciation run in system. Let me check. I have created asset class for some assets. Yes, available. Plus 90. We use for. So I'm selecting previous period because I'm going to run depreciation for March month 2017. Document type as care. Period I'm selecting 03 and I selected vendor. Asset purchase and my debit posting key machinery. Under transaction type I'm selecting as external asset acquisition. Copying from amount from previous screen and text also from previous screen. Just simulate and save it. Asset is asset purchase entry is posted. Now I am going to post one more entry. Two thousand 2017. My asset period is 03. Currency is INR and vendor is Dinesh Company. Machinery. Transaction type external asset acquisition. Amount and text I am copying from previous screen. Just simulate and save it. So with this I have posted some entries in asset accounting. Now I am going to execute depreciation run. Go to SAP menu, accounting, financial accounting, fixed assets, asset, periodic processing, depreciation run, execute depreciation run. The transaction code is AFAB. Double click on it. Here the mandatory fields are company code, fiscal year, period. You are going to execute depreciation because it's a month-end activity. So we have to depreciate the assets in the month of the period. Say workday -1 or workday -2, like that. Here reasons for depreciation. So you can select if it is normal depreciation you are executing by period ending. You can select planned depreciation. So you can select list of assets, and it's always as advisable to select test run, because if you're executing live run, so you may get some unexpected errors. So it's always advisable to select test run. So if you select test run, so if any possible errors is occurred, so you can rectify it and retest, or you can run it directly production run as well. And we have two types of depreciation posting runs available in SAP. One is with foreground, otherwise with background. So it's always advisable to select background. So I have entered all the fields. So because I have only a few details, I'm executing foreground. It's showing online processing is limited to approximate 1000 assets. So mine is less than 1000. Click yes. So there is no document showing. Let me check why it is. So I'm executing on April month, so it's showing no documents available. So just select unplanned. So here my machinery, my plant, both is getting. So this is the difference. If you're executing periodical posting, so planned posting you can run month end, or if you're executing middle of the year, say now today is April 22, so it's an unplanned depreciation. So you can select test run to check what is your depreciation values. So showing test run completed successfully, document was created. So if you want to execute live, just uncheck it, execute via foreground or background. So if I double click on these assets, it will carry to Asset Explorer. So you will get all completed details about planned depreciation, what is the depreciation, period 1, period 2, and when my asset going to depreciate completely. So you will get all the details. Here comparison, you are getting your assets exist from 2017 to 2028. If you execute with your lifetime asset is 10 years with 10% depreciation. Same way you can check for plant and machinery as well. Plant and machinery as well. My acquisition production cost is 10,000 and my ordinary depreciation is 7750. So you can check here when the asset is from 2017 to 2028 your asset is in your company. So when it will completely depreciate, it will depreciate on 2027. That means 10 years it will completely depreciates. Here you can check posted value of your depreciation. So here you will get your automatic depreciation calculation. Yes, calculation key N1, base values 10%, 10,000, percentage is 10, depreciation periods 9 by 12. That means you started depreciation on 4th month and it's showing us it will calculate from 9 to 12 months. Depreciation amount is 750. So you will get all the details summary level at Asset Explorer. Test run is successful, and if it is a live run, just uncheck it and execute. Say for example, if it is got error and you want to check error analysis, just select test run as well as error analysis and execute. You will get where the error is occurred. So with that you can execute by correcting it. Otherwise, if there is one error in one asset and you don't want to stop depreciation run, those cases you can select your assets by omitting the error one and execute. So next time once your error is rectified, you can select that asset here and execute. So that means it is possible to uh, omit some errors or error ones and we can execute remaining ones. This is about depreciation run in SAP. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video.